In this tutorial, we're going to go over the room arrangement icon. It's up in the button bar right next to the table arrangement. Now, once you have your layout in your main stage area and you want to start creating an event, and let's say you want to start populating the area with a bunch of chairs, let's come on over and drag and drop one of our chairs into the space. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer here so you can get a better look. There's a couple different ways we can bring more chairs into the room and position them. The first way is with the array zone. I'm going to drag and drop that into my space. Now with the array zone, it works out really great if you have columns or doorways in the way and you're not sure of the dimension of the room, but you want to fit the items within a particular section. Then you can just put the array zone in. Let's grab our chair, bring it a little closer here. Now you notice when I clicked on the chair, over here on the properties panel, you get a thumbnail of the chair, and then you also get 3D properties button. If you click on that, it's going to bring you into more specs on the chair, the colors, the texture of the fabric. You can also get a height of the chair. If you want to raise the chair up off the ground at this point, let's say put it on a stage, you can put that new height in there under elevation. Let's exit out of here. Now let's come on up to the button that says room arrangement. Click on that. You're going to click on select array zone. You're going to click within the array zone, then hit show window, and we're going to come down here and hit draw. It's going to take a few minutes to regenerate the layout. There it is. There's all the chairs lined up in there just perfectly. It shows you how many you can fit in. You can fit 180 in. And let's play around with the dimensions a little bit just so you can see how much you can manipulate your space. So if you come up here to where it says top, I'm going to put in a new dimension, and left. I'm going to add in a new dimension there. So it's going to bring the chairs down from the top and move it over from the left. I'm going to hit draw. And it's going to take a few minutes, and it brought it over and it changed the count of the objects down to 145. Now let's play around with these dimensions here and give the people a little bit more leg room where it says gap between rows, or if you go gap between objects, that's elbow room. And let's hit draw there. See if it changes the quantity again of the objects. And it brought us down to 125. So this is just showing you different ways you can manipulate your space, change the number of items that you're going to have in there. And if you need to angle them, this feature, rotation angle, works great. Let me just show you how this works. I'm just going to angle it just a little bit, 7 degrees there. We'll see what happens. And it readjusted the number. 75 chairs now fit into this space on this angle, grouped together like that. I'm going to bring the angle back to 0 and hit draw. And I think this layout is a good layout, so I'm going to hit submit, bring it into our floor space, and there it is. It's positioning all the chairs in. I think that looks really good. We have extra room off to the side where these doors are, which we should have. And if you like what you see, click on the array zone. Let's go up here and delete it, move it out of the way. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more just to show you that these chairs now, they're individual, but you can group them together. So let's come up here to the button bar where it says select window, click on that, and I'm going to window the chairs. Then I'm going to come up to group, click on that. It's going to connect them all together. And you'll see if I click on them, I can move them around now. If I want to ungroup them, just come up here, click on ungroup, and it'll separate them. And if I want to rotate them, now that I'm in the drawing, I can use this little rotation guy right there to do that. So let's show you the other way now. Let's bring the chair up here. We're going to go back up to the button bar, room arrangement, click on that. Now instead of clicking on select array zone, I'm going to put a dimension in here. This is great if you already know the specific size of a room or area that you want to put your items in. and it lined up all my chairs in that area. It gives me 85 in that space. Again, I can change, from top to bottom, left to right if I want to, or change the spacing in between the chairs. Now, another feature when you manually put your space in is you can make it left justify right, top or bottom. Once you click on one of these buttons, it's going to change the way that your chairs lay out. I'm going to click on draw just to show you. Recalculates everything, but when we hit submit, it's going to bring it in different. See, it laid it out, it turned all the chairs to the left and brought them into my layout. So that's just another way you can bring items in and rotate them using that feature. And lots of possibilities working within the software for creating your events. Enjoy event planning.